The owner of Brenton's Egg Farm wants to estimate the mean number of eggs laid per chicken. A sample of 20 chickens shows they laid an average of 20 eggs per month with a standard deviation of 2 eggs per month. What is the population mean, and what is the best estimate of this value?
Okay, to solve this problem, we need to follow this formula because sigma is unknown. We don't know sigma from our population. We only know from our sample. So this is your X with the X bar will represent the number of observations. In this case, is 20 chickens plus and minus your T. And in this case, your plus and minus your T. To be able to find T, you will have to find your degrees of freedom. And how would you obtain your degrees of freedom? Is where you have your total of 20 chickens, your total of observations, total number of observations, minus 1 equals 19. So you're going to go to the back of your book and look at the table. Look, degrees of freedom 19, and your level of confidence that you want to know, that is, your level of confidence was given in the problem, that is 95%. So you look at the back of the table, you have your degrees of freedom, your level of confidence, and you get 2.093. You have your sample standard deviation, that is 2 divided by square root of 20, that is the total number of chickens from your observations. So you do 20 plus and minus 2.093, that is from your T. From the result that you got from this is 0.447. So now it's 20 plus 0.9355 equals 20.94, and 20 minus 0.9355 equals 19.06, and that's your result.
So let's look at what other questions they ask. Explain why we need to use the T distribution, and what assumption do you need to make?
Okay, we need to use the T distribution because sigma was unknown from our population.
And C is for 95% confidence interval, what is the value of T? And you have to find that by looking up your degrees of freedom in the table, which is found by your sample. 20 minus 1 equals 19. Go to your table and look at your confidence level, and you come up with 2.093. And D, develop the 95% confidence interval for the population mean.
Okay, so to be able to develop your 95% confidence level, you need to do plus and minus the T distribution to be able to know to get what interval it follows under. So it's 20 plus and minus 0.9355, you got 20.94, and 20 minus 0.9355 is 19.06. These are your two intervals.
And E says, would it be reasonable to conclude that the population mean is 21 eggs? And what about 25 eggs?
21 eggs, it will be between our, actually, it's not, because 21 is not one of the intervals,
and neither is 25. So, no, it's not reasonable to conclude that the population mean is 21 eggs nor 25. So, this concludes problem 911.